The weather. The pulse of our planet.
Large tornado in progress.
Capable of catastrophic destruction.
Severe thunderstorm warning.
Leaving landscapes in total ruin.
Totally mash up, everything flattened.
As global temperatures rise, the weather is spiraling out of control.
Oh, shoot!
With shocking up-close footage.
We had 24-foot dumpsters rolling by.
Oh, shoot! I'm losing it. My trailer's going.
From the front line of fear.
This might be the last time I'm in my house.
Tornado!
I got sucked out feet first. Felt myself hit the ground.
Our island is in trouble.
We meet the people who have stared death in the face.
Oh, dear God.
All I could hear was run, run, run.
And miraculously survived.
Look at that!
The world's deadliest weather. Coming up. Whoa. A young family takes cover in the Philippines. Ah! As a super typhoon tears across their island home.
I thought we should have been sucked out of the window.
In Utah, in the US,
Oh my God.
flash floods trap terrified tourists, threatening their lives.
Oh, shoot!
Leading to a perilous rescue operation.
I said, get my kids and my wife into safety. Gosh.
A twisting tornado smacks into a small town in Arkansas in the US,
It's crazy.
sucking a woman into its vortex. And explorers are engulfed by an almighty avalanche in Asia.
Oh, dear God.
December 2021. Typhoon Odette hits the Philippines with gusts of up to 270 kilometers an hour, destroying almost everything in its path. The deadly force of nature causes nearly $1 billion worth of damage and claims hundreds of lives. The tiny island of Siargao in the Philippine Sea, around 800 kilometers south of Manila, is home to British-born couple Jamal and Sasha, their daughter Story, and pup Poppy.
Yeah, little explorer. The island of Siargao, where we are living, is pretty unique. We are right on the Philippine Sea.
We weren't supposed to stay here, but the pandemic happened while we were here in 2020. We got locked down. We just found a really nice corner of this island, which just ticked all of the boxes at the time. And so we decided to stay and build a life here.
The family rent a modest beachfront house on the west of the island.
It's a two-bedroom, single-story house. It is made of concrete. It is a solid box. And we've always felt really safe here.
Oh, you've already put your book on your shelf? An absolutely epic view from the bedroom.
But Typhoon Odette, known to some as Typhoon Rai, is about to impact the family's idyllic life in ways they could never imagine.
Good afternoon, world. It may not look like it, but a typhoon is coming.
About 3 days before Typhoon Odette, we were told by our friends and by people online it was going to be a Category 3 and it might pass over the island.
Luckily, the roof of our house is all concrete.
It was going to be some heavy rain, some wind, but nothing initially made anybody worried.
I think perhaps we were being a bit naive.
Unbeknownst to the couple, the typhoon is intensifying with terrifying speed. rapidly becoming one of the most violent storms imaginable.
Typhoon Odette strengthened from a Category 1 to a Category 5 typhoon in only 24 hours, making it a super typhoon, equivalent to an upper-level Category 4 or a Category 5 hurricane in the Atlantic or Eastern Pacific.
One of the reasons why it intensified so quickly was because of the sea surface temperatures. Warm seas fuel hurricanes, cyclones, and typhoons. And when you see a real hike in sea surface temperature, that's like rocket fuel for these storms.
Calm before the storm, maybe. It's not too bad out there. In the morning, things were all very normal. It was going to be a rainy day. You prepared for the storm? I think we even said to each other, if this is as bad as it's going to get, there's going to be no problem.
But then I heard the sound of that government warning you get on your phone. Yeah, those yellow things.
All the emergency messages.
There were maybe 10 of them on the screen, and each one was intensifying.
It's just officially been confirmed that Odette, or Typhoon Rai, depending on which name is being used, is going to pass directly over Siargao.
The froth of the waves is coming right up to the sand.
As the morning went on, I was just glued to the window.
Whoa, look at that, look. Wow, it's come right up into the grass.
The waves were already about 4 meters high. The beach was completely gone at this point.
The wind started picking up. The trees were obviously going crazy.
Oh my goodness, look at the trees now, they're bending.
The sea was in the front garden. It was just swirling. My anxiety started building.
Look at that. Can you see it? It's actually snapped right in the middle.
We got one last text message from my landlady who was in Manila,
who informed us that people in the local area were going to the nearby evacuation centre. But by the time we tried to reply, we couldn't. The message wouldn't go through.
The power has officially cut now.
I was just pacing up and down, you know, a bit like a caged animal. Just waiting for the worst. Oh my goodness.
Whoa. The super typhoon is passing directly above the family's home. In the eye of the storm, the winds stop and the skies clear.
After the winds had begun to die down, I went outside to document what was going on.
Everything's falling down.
It was quiet. It was unusually quiet.
Oh my goodness.
I now know it was probably because I was standing right in the center of the worst of the typhoon.
There's trees everywhere.
Within these big, powerful storms, hurricanes, typhoons, and cyclones, you've got a lot of energy spinning around. But in the very center, you have almost an oasis of calm. That is the eye of the storm. The energy is forcing all the air outwards, and in the middle, you've got descending air. The eye of the storm can be 20 to 40 miles wide, typically. And in that, you can see blue skies above, and the winds are a lot calmer before you suddenly hit the other eye wall, and then the winds will suddenly whip up again.
Oh my God. I think there's a tree inside our car.
The shelter which protected the cars had collapsed.
No. Oh my God. Okay, I think the storm's coming back.
And I really felt that anxiety and that fear. If I was standing in the eye of the storm, then what was coming next?
Capitol Reef National Park, in the heart of Utah, in the USA, is a tourist hotspot. But in June of 2022, visitors to Capitol Reef find themselves trapped in the canyon.
Oh my God.
Fearing for their lives as torrential rain leads to a series of dramatic and dangerous flash floods that wipe out everything in their path.
Oh, shoot.
Among them was outdoor adventurer Josh McEwen and his family.
As we entered into Capitol Reef, we could see some of the frequent clouds, but generally it was staying pretty dry.
That cloud, I'm gonna check it out, see which way it's going.
But before the family can begin to explore, the weather suddenly changes.
Hailstorm.
It started to rain and hail. We thought it was kind of fun, you know, to see we're in this great desert landscape and there's this strong cloud that's dumping some hail. Let's just hang tight here. Let this cloud pass by like all the others.
Also enjoying Capitol Reef that day is Brianna Walker and her partner Lon.
We expected it to be just gorgeous and just another day at another national park. But the day didn't turn out as planned.
It was hailing like you wouldn't believe.
It's a waterfall, guys.
There's huge waterfalls.
There's people all over the trails, too. Oh, they're everywhere. Look at that one, honey.
I thought it was amazing until I realized 100 waterfalls, they're all draining where we're standing, is not probably the best thing.
Taking shelter in the same place is Josh and his family.
Water was dumping off of the cliff walls down into the gorge with gallons and gallons of water coming down on top of us. Muddy water, had a lot of rock and debris in it. We started to see the change in the visitors. They went from excitement and joy to panic.
We tend to get canyons in dry parts of the world and usually hot parts of the world as well. So if you do get a thunderstorm, it's going to fall on hard ground, and particularly through a canyon, that's all going to funnel down. So you're going to get problems in the bottom of the canyon with heavy rain, not just falling here, but also coming in at the sides of the canyon that's running off from the higher levels. If you're in a canyon, you're effectively caught in a bowl.
The bowl at Capitol Gorge is rapidly filling with water.
Look at that one, honey. Oh, my God.
Brianna and Lon leave the car park shelter and return to their car as the chaos unfolds.
People, I think, definitely had a panic. Nobody was smiling, having fun anymore. I think everybody realized they were in a possible deadly situation.
Is that thunder? I don't know if we should go yet.
She says, go, go, go. And I said, no, I don't know what's going on above. I know where we're at. We're safe.
If it's coming off rocks like that, the roads are the flood channel's gonna be incredible right now, dude.
Oh my God. There was people that got in their cars and they did leave. And because of them leaving, there was consequences.
Josh and his family are among those drivers trying to escape the park.
Okay, hold on.
But the canyon is already beginning to flood.
Dad! Ah!
About halfway out, noticed there was a very large inlet of water coming in above us.
Oh, Dad, go four-wheel drive! Yeah!
And drove past it. And then there was almost like a sigh of relief. There was a little bit of teasing here and there from my kids.
Oh my gosh, Dad!
Yeah, there could be boulders falling off. You guys are in the Ram Rebel. It's gonna be okay.
We thought, okay, we're past the worst of it. But what we didn't know is there was more pending danger ahead.
An avalanche is a ruthless, terrifying, and unstoppable force of nature that can shift several tons of snow, ice, and debris, threatening the lives of everyone in its path. This group of snowboarders in the small ski resort of La Grave in the French Alps spot a large amount of snow and ice coming down the mountain in front of them. They realize too late that they need to move, and fast. Fortunately, everyone in the group escapes without injury. But it's a good lesson that avalanches can move at breakneck speeds of up to 320 kilometers per hour. As these snowbikers find when they encounter a fast-moving avalanche in Kirovsk in Russia. As the bikes speed around the mountain, a rush of snow appears to the right, hurtling toward them at a startling pace. The bikers try to outride the avalanche, but they're engulfed by the ice, almost colliding with one another as they're blinded by the snow. It's a terrifying experience, and one they won't forget in a hurry. But you don't have to be on the piste to get caught in an avalanche. As 29-year-old ex-captain of the Royal Engineers, Harry Shimon, knows all too well.
I don't really like the term adrenaline junkie, but I do kind of do things that, I guess, take me out of my comfort zone. That's what I love to do.
So Harry doesn't think twice in 2022 when a couple of his friends invite him on the trip of a lifetime. A 10-day guided hike through the Tian Shan Mountains, a large system of alpine ranges in Kyrgyzstan, in Central Asia.
The weather in Kyrgyzstan was pretty great. Not too hot, not too cold. So we started our trek pretty much at sea level and then went all the way up. I was a good bit ahead of the group, still within eyesight. I was pretty eager to get up to the top and turn around and see the view. I was looking back over where we just hiked up, and then that's when I heard it behind me. I heard what sounded like a river, but also like deep ice cracking sounds.
A spike in recent temperatures causes a nearby glacier to collapse, and an avalanche of over 2 million cubic meters of snow and ice is hurtling down the mountain, headed directly for Harry and the rest of the group.
Between where I was and where the avalanche is, there's a pretty huge valley. I expected that it would stop or slow down in that valley. So I was pretty confident in the fact that was going to protect me.
Oh, God. Oh, dear God.
But it just kind of went up and over that as if it didn't even slow it down remotely. It just carried on going very fast. I thought, whoa, this is huge. What can I do? I can hide. Right next to me is a small hole that I can take shelter in. And jumped into the hole at the last minute. There was snow coming over the top. It was like being in a blizzard. Dark, hard to breathe. That was the point where I was questioning if I was going to die or not. But then it all just cleared off and I kind of rose up and just this surge of adrenaline kind of actually kicked in. There were boulders of ice the size of cars that had came down right on the path that we were supposed to take. If we'd hiked 5 minutes further up the trail, there's absolutely no way we would have made it. Absolutely feel lucky to survive.
The avalanche swept over the entire group, but miraculously, no one was seriously injured. And Harry himself is determined to view what happened that day in a positive light.
The incident has definitely changed my life. Off the back of the money from the video, I started to travel the world, going in different directions. When I landed in Hawaii, I met my now wife. Anything can happen. Life's definitely too short to not take risks.
I'm coming.
You know, the clock is really ticking.
Instant waterfall. That is crazy.
Back at Capitol Reef National Park in the US, torrential rain is flooding the gorge, causing a mass exodus of panicking tourists.
This might be a bad time to go.
Yet visitors Brianna and Lon are making the surprising decision to stay put, riding out the storm from the safety of their parked car. But the flash floods are getting worse.
It literally went from being completely dry, like a desert, to turning into a gigantic river where rocks, almost like the size of a car, coming down and then taking the place of the road.
We're not going to leave because we think all the roads are probably going to be flooded. So we're going to wait and just try to be safe here. That's our road home.
One family who decide to gamble on an escape from the park are Josh McEwen, his wife, and their 4 children.
We reached a point where the canyon begins to narrow before you actually exit. This is when the danger showed up. The flash flood waters began to come around that corner, and the river began to increase in height. I put the vehicle in reverse, and I jumped the truck onto this berm, which became an island.
So we're here with a river going in front of us and a river going behind us.
It very quickly got to 5 feet in depth of flash flood water.
The family are completely trapped on the island. Not knowing what to do, Josh leaves his family inside the car and braves the storm to try and flag down help.
We didn't know how long we were going to be stuck on this berm, how long we were going to be caught in our vehicle. Does anyone even know this is happening? That's when I saw the car go by.
Oh, shoot!
I was not expecting to see a vehicle floating in reverse down this flash river. There was actually someone inside the vehicle. So he rolls down his window.
It's gonna get worse around that corner.
I'm in a bit of a panic because I'm not sure how to help him. He's going by quickly. His vehicle is heading right towards a gigantic boulder. There's no way he's gonna miss this boulder. I thought for sure that he was gonna drown. And within seconds, hit the back of his vehicle, dislodged, and popped back up again and continued downriver. To watch them just floating by was a real change for me. Something that was supposed to be peaceful and enjoyable and a memorable experience now is becoming life-threatening.
Down at the car park, Brianna and Lon are also entirely powerless.
Holy God.
You're just sitting duck and not knowing what some beautiful, absolute paradise can turn into a completely life-changing event.
This is the road we came around, and it's washed out.
Our car didn't have four-wheel drive. It wasn't going to potentially make it out.
5 cars washed off completely.
The cars that did try to leave ahead of us, they got just picked up and they got carried down the river and just smashed into rocks.
Holy God.
Like, how long are we going to be here? What's going to be the outcome of this? I was scared.
As Super Typhoon Odette continues to tear apart the tiny island of Siargao in the Philippines, Jamal, Sasha, their daughter Story, and dog Poppy are sheltering in their beachfront home. After the eerily calm eye of the storm passes overhead, the eye wall, the most fearsome and destructive part of the storm, heads directly for them.
Because now the winds have come back again strong, the waves are blasting again strong.
The typhoon was increasing in intensity and we could really see it. The noise was deafening.
This is just so destructive.
The roof on our neighbour's house had come off. More trees were falling down. They're just snapping like twigs, like it's nothing.
You could feel and hear the pressure pushing on the concrete wall.
The outside was just white. You couldn't see anything. It was very distressing.
I really started to worry that perhaps we hadn't prepared enough for what Mother Nature was about to throw at us.
I'm terrified this window is going to break.
I became very aware that that glass was our last line of defense.
You see it flexing in the wind.
My main anxiety was obviously looking after our daughter.
It was like this phantom was pushing against the glass over and over again.
Trying to stay as far away from it as possible.
It was the worst feeling. You know something bad is going to happen, something big is going to go down. That glass, it was so loud and terrifying.
I could see the storm and it was inside.
Where's Poppy?
Poppy! We were shouting out for Poppy, the dog, because we didn't know where she was. We couldn't really see because of all the sea spray and fighting against the wind.
There was this vacuum pressure and everything was going straight across the house horizontally. Honestly thought maybe she'd been sucked out of the window. We found her hiding in the safest corner of the house.
We got Poppy. Thank God we got Poppy. We got a story.
Our daughter's story, and she started really crying.
Is everyone okay? Is everyone okay? Oh, man. Is this door closed?
He had shut the door and I was barricading the door with my shoulder like this.
Then I think for about the next 4 hours, we were in the bedroom, too scared to go outside.
Poppy and Story on the bed here. Poppy hasn't moved for hours. Story's calmed down a bit.
As the hours went by, the storm began to change.
It was around 6 or 7 p.m. that we left the bedroom. And that's when we started checking the aftermath in the house.
It's really bad.
Opening that door and seeing our living room, our life.
That window's completely gone as well.
It was a shock.
And it's been emotional.
The 37-year-old mother of 3, Kimberly Shaw, lives with her family just outside of Little Rock, Arkansas, in the United States. It's a part of the country that's known to have its fair share of tornadoes.
In the springtime, the weather gets pretty nasty. We have our tornado season.
Tornado is essentially a funnel cloud that drops down from severe thunderstorms. That rising air creates the storms. But to have a tornado, you also need wind shear. These are winds changing direction with height. That causes rotation and spin in the atmosphere, which can eventually work its way down to the ground, and it can inflict a lot of wind damage on buildings, on the environment. It also can pick up a lot of debris, taking them airward and dropping them down at some distance from the original pickup site.
No, you definitely don't get used to them. I've been through plenty enough.
In March of 2023, Kimberly experiences a tornado so severe, it would change her life forever.
It was a beautiful day. The sun was shining. The only plans I had that day was to go to the dentist and come straight back home. Me and my husband, Jimmy, just jumped in the truck and headed down to Little Rock. When we first pulled up, we noticed that it did get a little cloudy and the wind started blowing, like really cool wind. I had just walked in the dentist's office and I turned around and I was looking, and then a lady came in and she told me that there was a tornado warning.
There's
They're saying it on the radio. It's a tornado. I didn't take her seriously, which I should have. But I was standing there looking out the window, you know. And I started seeing debris flying in the air. It was like a mile away, but I could see it in the clouds.
It's crazy.
Stuck my head out the door and I hollered for my husband, Jimmy.
Babe, get in here. Come on, babe.
It was off in the distance. You couldn't really see, you know, how close it was, but it looked pretty far away. So we thought we were gonna be safe.
But the tornado is an EF3, the third strongest category, which means it's classed as severe, with wind speeds of up to 265 kilometers per hour. And it's heading directly for the building Kimberly and Jimmy are standing in.
We're literally like in the... Yeah.
It was getting faster. You know, the leaves were picking up, the dirt was picking up off the ground. You could see the transformers blowing.
Whoa.
And I remember the door started coming open.
Oh my God.
So I was holding the door. The wind got really bad and it just took us by surprise. And the door flew open and it swept me outside of the building. I got sucked out feet first, felt myself hit the ground. I hit my head pretty hard. Stuff that was landing on my head, my feet, my arms. It was terrifying. I can remember looking up and seeing bigger things flying in the sky. Big pieces of metal, wood, anything. I was very afraid what's gonna hit me. My husband, Jimmy, grabbed me by my wrist and dragged me into the building and then across all the glass and to where I was safe. We ended up in the bathroom and I looked down and someone was bleeding.
Are you okay?
Yeah, good.
We finally found out that it was coming from my husband. He had big cuts on his side, he had cuts on his hand, his ankle was sliced open. The outside was just complete devastation.
The tornado caused millions of dollars worth of damage, and tragically, one person lost their life. Several more were hurt, and Kimberly continues to struggle with her injuries.
Me hitting my head that day, nothing's been the same. You know, my mind doesn't work like it used to. Things have just slowed down. I've been through a few tornadoes already, but this one really opened my eyes. It was hands down the scariest thing we've ever done.
Frightening freak weather events like the tornado in Little Rock are on the rise as our planet heats up. In the summer of 2023, temperatures soar above 40 degrees centigrade in countries across southern Europe. Authorities on the Spanish island of La Palma are forced to evacuate thousands of local residents as a wildfire rages through 4,500 hectares of nearby land. The island's fire service is so overwhelmed that firefighters have to be mobilized from the neighboring island of Tenerife to help get the blaze under control. This footage from Northern California shows a wildfire traveling faster than those attempting to tackle it.
I mean, this was all fine 2 hours ago.
It's September 10th, 2021. and emergency crews are battling a blaze in McDowell, part of Siskiyou County, California.
Engine 341, where are you at?
Yeah, we need to go. That's hot.
Engine 244, back up, back up.
Dry.
As the raging inferno starts to spread across the road, some drivers give up and go back.
We're backing up. We're cut off and heading north. We're just gonna turn around.
Turning around is not an option.
But turning back could be even more perilous. So for these drivers, the only way is forward, directly into the flames.
Yeah. Road, yep. Get on the road. Get on that road.
Trying.
Holy shit, dude.
It's a miraculous escape and a stark reminder of just how quickly wildfires can spread.
Oh my God, dude.
Back in Utah's Capitol Reef National Park, the roads are turning into rivers.
This is why we haven't left yet?
Trapping hundreds of terrified tourists within the canyon. The situation is so dire that the county sheriff's office are forced to dispatch helicopter rescue teams from the Utah Department of Public Safety.
Oh my God! They're at the helicopter landing!
Among them is search and rescue pilot Chelsea Tuga.
For that rescue that day, I had a crew of 4, including myself. A lot of people at the time were missing. Water levels can rise extremely drastically. There really is no warning for these people sometimes. We found a family. They had a pretty brand new pickup truck that had gotten lodged and high-centered on a sandbar when it was washed down.
I realized that I had been carrying the weight of this anxiety. This was supposed to be a happy, memorable experience, and here I have my kids in a gorge where they could possibly lose their lives.
We loaded 5 members of the family into the helicopter to fly them out. The husband elected to stay with the pickup to try and keep digging it out.
I said, get my kids and my wife out of here and let's get them to safety. I'll get out of here and I'll go meet up with them and everything's gonna be great. Gosh. That's kind of a crazy feeling, really. As the helicopter left, it was very emotional. Feeling a sense of relief. That's my family. Those are the people I'm responsible for. Now I gotta get myself out of here.
We also located an older couple that had been washed down in their vehicle as well. They had managed to break a window in their vehicle and climb out. It's just great to be making a difference in people's lives. It's definitely a huge reason of why I really enjoy this job.
As well as the helicopter rescue team, bulldozers are brought in to clear the roads at the bottom of the gorge.
Hey!
Finally freeing Brianna and Lon from the car park.
Thank you, guys.
When we finally heard like bulldozers and tractors coming, that's when I knew like we were fine. We were finally safe.
One of the vehicles pulled up ahead of me a little bit. I put my tow rope on it and it was just a quick, small little tug and the vehicle was free.
Holy cow.
We are out of here.
Remarkably, there were no fatalities that day, and only minor injuries were reported. But it's a day that Josh and his family will remember for a long time to come.
A year later, I took my kids back there, showed them the spot where we got stuck. This is the famous rock where that car smashed into it. We went to the parking lot. We went on the hike. Right now, this is the experience we were supposed to have. I wish we were having that a year ago. We said, you know what, close this chapter, let's go on and let's go see new places. but let's try to see if we can avoid getting drowned in a flash flood next time.
Super Typhoon Odette has hammered the tiny island of Siargao in the Philippines. With gusts of up to 270 kilometers per hour. UK expats Jamal and Sasha, along with their daughter Story and dog Poppy, have somehow survived the worst of the storm.
Is everyone okay? Is everyone okay?
But now they must face the devastating destruction left in the storm's wake.
This place is ruined.
It looked like an abandoned building. That was terrifying. That window's completely gone as well.
The walls were like brown with dead grass, leaves, stuck up onto the ceiling.
It's emotional. It's not, I can't lie, this is terrible.
We started to think about everybody else, the local villagers in their wooden houses, our friends. We had all these questions and worries and thoughts.
We don't know, we've got no signal, we can't check, we actually don't know.
I don't know what to do, I don't know what to say.
Honestly, this is gonna be everything now for I don't know how long.
We couldn't leave the land because the land was just covered with trees. We thought the only thing we could do really was try and go to sleep. But, I mean, how do you sleep after that?
Early warning systems are so vital to save lives and livelihoods. However, when you get this rapid intensification, sometimes people are caught short. Now we have more heat across the atmosphere, which means there's more moisture in the atmosphere as well. For every degree of warming, we see about 7% more moisture. And it's this moisture heated by higher sea surface temperatures that allows these storms to brew and pretty much become explosive, which is exactly what happened in this instance.
It is days before the roads are cleared and Jamal and Sasha are able to take in the full extent of the destruction.
We're about to pass through the town of Karadad, which is our nearest town, and
It was absolutely shocking.
This is just total and utter devastation.
People were just sitting on the road, trying to salvage what they could. It was just utter destruction.
I keep crying sometimes.
I know, we all keep crying, don't we?
Yeah. It's hard for me to try and stop crying.
Yeah.
It's estimated that Typhoon Odette caused over $1 billion worth of destruction and claimed over 400 lives. Up to 500,000 people were left without homes in the aftermath. For Jamal and Sasha, the experience of surviving a super typhoon is something they will never forget.
I was angry in the beginning. Why did this happen? Why here? But moving forward, I definitely respect Mother Nature. You have to.
Some people could say that this is the cost of living in paradise. I believe in some way what we experienced made us stronger. I respect the power because I know that ultimately we are powerless against it.
The weather.
Tornado, stay low!
The pulse of the earth. And an uncontrollable force.
Our island is in trouble!
As global temperatures rise,
Might be the last time I'm in my house.
The weather is getting more extreme.
It's an unstoppable force.
And even more catastrophic.
It's the most active I've ever seen it.
With devastating consequence.
You better go! It's coming!
Proving once again that we are no match for the world's deadliest weather.
Oh dear God.